Greetings and GM. George Donnelly here. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of off doing my own thing most of the time. So, yeah, I want to kind of create some vlogs or, talk to people a little more, about the stuff that I'm working on because I think it could be of use to people, and I would really like your feedback. So, yeah, so lately I've been working a lot on local Solana. I may start work on Yap Bay again. I got a couple of little things going on. But yeah, I think the most important thing to really discuss is the why. Why I'm working on these things, why I'm working in Web3. Um, I think it's easy to lose focus when we have a crypto ecosystem that is so dominated by corporations, by people who are just looking to make a quick buck through trading. Everybody's like, oh, the institutions are coming, and the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, and I don't know. I none of that really matters to me, frankly. What I see in the world is radical imbalances of power, radical economic inequality. Um, you know, that's not okay, right? There are lots of injustices in the world. When I was growing up, I thought, wow, shit, these people got everything under control. I live in a utopia. Yeah. All right, it's been a rough awakening. Um, Even free speech has been in jeopardy in my lifetime. Here I thought that was a settled principle. So really, I see Web3 as how we can secure liberties, how we can give people a fair shot at prosperity, how we can remedy failing and failed states, how we can remedy states in general. I mean, we still live in a world where essentially, 1,000 years ago, there were interesting and complex procedures that are, fascinating to read about in history books for how kings came to power or fell out of power or whatnot. I mean, now, we vote, we go to the voting machines, and, well, some of us do. I don't. Um, and our kings are term limited. Now we have Trump as our king, um, and he's more than just the king of one country or one county or principality or whatever, like it used to be, or one island. Trump has global impact. So yeah, I mean, in a sense, like I feel like we're still in that age. Um, things like the Magna Carta, the U.S. Constitution, things like that have been aimed at distributing power a little more widely, right? And limiting the power of central authorities. And yeah, okay, in the US, yeah, we do have some limitations on centralized power, which is awesome, right? But it's not enough. It's not enough. You know, it's just not enough, okay? Especially when we have, this whole like robber baron oligarchy thing going on with, the 100 billionaires that are so deeply intertwined now into the Trump administration. More power to anybody who wants to go out there and make $1 billion. I don't have any problem with it. However, when these guys consistently use the nation state, leverage the nation state to enhance their own power, to enhance their own wealth, and it's to the detriment of the rest of us. See, for example, the whole private equity buying up houses thing, just as one example. Not to mention inflation and all that nonsense. That's not okay, right? And in the U.S., everybody's kind of doing okay. You know, I think most people. But you look at the developing world, and it's not quite the same story. Nation states are more transparently kind of gangs that are in power. You know, especially in places like Africa or take a look at Venezuela. Yeah, much of Latin America. I mean, we got a bright light with Malay. He's interesting, but his term could end, and everything could change there. We don't know. And so that's why I'm in Web3. That's why I like building peer to peer tools. If you look at some of the best business models, or they may not be the best business models, but the most interesting developments, perhaps, for adding utility to everyday life over the last decade or so. You see things like Rappi here in Latin America, DoorDash in the US, Grubhub, Uber, and these are essentially all P2P. These are peer to peer. Like, well, in a sense, like when I order food, when I order a burger, I'm ordering it from the restaurant, and then I'm hiring the delivery driver to bring it. Of course, this industry is still in its Web 2 phase where there are intermediaries. And of course, I think these companies are quickly seeing that really it's not that great a business to be an intermediary in, because you look at these companies, some of these companies I mentioned, and they're just not really profitable. um, you know, but but still, the services are tantalizing. We look at some of the most popular products, most successful products in crypto, and they're peer to peer. Local bitcoins, local cryptos, dexes in a sense are pretty much peer to peer. Bitcoin, peer to peer cash system. Interesting. Um, so yeah, the whole peer to peer thing is interesting, especially if we can disintermediate it. So anyway, I think I've rambled enough. That's like 7 minutes. So yeah, hopefully I will remain motivated. Just had my morning coffee. Today's coffee is this interesting product. I'm not getting a referral fee or anything from Pergamino. It's named after a really cool dog, and it's a mix of different Colombian coffees. And damn, does it smell good! Damn. Anyway, let's keep building.